Have you ever heard of sciatica? Because of sciatica, camera guy James is going to demonstrate the space in the 3 seating rows because I'm not able to flex into those positions today. So do your warm-up stretches there, folks.
All right,
Got to take care of our spine or you'll wind up like me.
In some near misses. 3 near misses. You want to explain why that happened?
That are 100% caused by user error. That's me. But I'm going to leave you with a warning, and it involves this gear shifter. As a average sized male adult of what, about 5'10"?
Yeah, 5'9". Oh, that's about 2 cheeseburgers over my head.
2 cheeseburgers.
That's how I use measurements units.
Anything but the metric system.
A little bit right here, but
maybe a little crowded up in the upper
but
part.
I can also bring my seat down a little bit.
A little bit. And how's the knee room there at the center console?
It's not bad. I can lean it. It'd be nicer if that was a little bit softer, but I feel fine, but I feel a little bit cramped in because this is a real big bulkhead. I feel like I'm like in a cockpit. That's maybe what I'm feeling. I
think that was probably on purpose because this is going to be sort of the sports car of the 3-row SUV scene.
So that would make sense.
I guess so.
Like that's what I said. I'm not uncomfortable.
But you are absolutely right, because by looking at this machine, if we just step back here, I'm just going to get the whole thing in frame. Like, you would expect this to be a little bigger inside, given the size of machine that it is.
Yeah.
Comfortable, but definitely not like stretch out roomy, I'd say.
No.
Interesting touch with the windshield wipers here. Check this out. Awesome touch for the winter that you've got those direct spray jets that are applying the fluid directly to the glass so that you're not wasting a drop. Almost good enough to make up for the fact that this is missing another very important feature though, and that is a rear backup camera washer. We don't have one of those, so in the wintertime when that backup camera gets dirty, you've got to clean it yourself like a peasant. Okay, so let's see. I mean, you're in the same seated position you'd be using to drive. How you would fit in the back behind yourself.
Oh, that door opens wide.
That's a big door opening right there.
That is a big door. So like that's no issue getting in here.
That's just about 90 degrees. So look at the size of the opening we have here. Nobody's adjusted that seat yet since I've picked this vehicle up, so what are you thinking?
I'm liking the space here. A little bit on the head.
Let's see up there. How much have you got if you turn your hand sideways? Just
that's like a cheeseburger. Okay, just one cheeseburger.
You have 2 cheeseburgers worth
in the front. Like I'm sitting like 4 inches higher. Yeah.
Your knees aren't touching.
Like, wait, bring this back a little bit. But no, I feel more comfortable in the back.
Yeah.
Than I would say in the front. I don't have anything, and I got the nice adjustable. Yeah, look at that.
So that's tons of room in row 2 for a 5'9" adult.
And I can plug in my phone.
You got your phone. You got your storage pouches on each seat. You got
some controls. Yeah, not bad.
That should be comfortable. Now this is the configuration that I would be using. Seating for 4 adults with lots of space. And I'll stick the camera back in here so you can see how much space we still have behind us. I thought that was like, flips up. Interesting little touch there.
A little flimsy though.
It is, and I guess that, do we have cup holders in the door? Oh yeah, down in the pockets there.
Oh yeah. Well, there's actually almost 2 drinks. We tried 2 drinks there and
2 more there. So that's.
I'd be nervous about this one.
Yeah.
Because the idea too is, say if I was having a coffee cup.
Yeah.
And I went to put it down and I put any pressure, I'd be like.
Oh yeah. And then whoever's sitting here would probably wind up getting wet.
Yeah. Be in the splash zone. Oh, see that goes down.
So flat, not quite, but just about flat there. Yeah, so to take note of that, just for viewers, the rear seat not quite fully flat folding, but it does line up with that seat in behind it. And look at all the room we've got behind there, and still one of the 3rd row seats to check out too.
Well, if you come around this side, I can do that seat.
Okay.
I don't have much leg room. Okay, when I sat here, I did have quite a bit of room, so I can bring this forward a little bit, but then I'm losing space here. So if I'm sitting here, I'm pressing. I think this seat is a little bit further back than this seat.
Yeah.
So I'd maybe gain a little bit, but I wouldn't have a ton of room for leg space.
So if you've got 3 rows of seating, that's about the leg room you're looking at if you're an adult sitting in the 2nd row.
Pulling it in, it's a little tight and a little awkward actually, because I have nowhere to grab.
I'm looking at your feet coming in through there, not much space. But again, I mean, the rear seats in an SUV like this are not necessarily designed for adults, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't. But see that I'm a forward quite a bit, but I do have a lot of leg room now. So actually that can come back a little bit. But my other issue I don't like is I got to put my feet between the tracks here.
Oh, right.
Like,
yeah.
Like I can't even put my foot here. It has to go, I can't put it over here. I have to put them in the middle.
Right.
And I only have about like this much room to put my 2 feet in together. That's like a cheeseburger patty.
With none of the fixing.
Yeah, no bread. I would say you'd want to be like 12 and younger to sit back here. Like I got a big bulkhead like right between, like it's right here.
Right.
Like if you took a good bump, I might whack myself. In a pinch?
In a pinch, if you're a 5'9" guy like you.
But I would not want to be doing like even like a 2-hour trip on that. I'm tapping ankles. I'm Dorothy here. There's no place like home.
Okay, so this will be graceful.
All right, let's see how this is getting out. So push that forward.
Is that all the way? That is all the way, huh?
Yeah, I can't. I'm fighting that.
That's maxed out there.
All right.
Notice the space around your feet. You got to go kind of 1 foot at a time.
I'm pulling out of here. Well, there is a handle here, but I don't know if that would actually, that doesn't really work.
What were we driving a couple weeks ago that had handles? The Toyota Grand Highlander, right?
Yeah, it was all...
We can maybe put some footage up of that. That had those mystery sort of things sticking out of the side that we realized were actually handles to help you get in. If that's the case, this seat is just about out of legroom, but look at how much legroom I've got back here. Seat reclined, so actually, you know, as third row seats go, relatively comfortable for sure.
Put my cell phone on the side there, and you and me both have a charger right there.
Oh, I got one too. Let's see. And
so you're taking care of all 6 passengers.
And I think this is like a handle to get in and out too. Would that help you get in and out?
Maybe in.
Maybe in, yeah.
That's not an Audi, that's an innie.
That's an innie.
No, this is nothing.
Yeah, see, because that opening with that seat out of the way, can you put one boot in there just to show us? Like you can almost sort of walk through there with 2 feet, so.
And then, see, this handle is to grab.
Oh, there we go. There's our grab handle there.
See, so then I grab in, I walk right in and I sit right down.
So even if you're, you know, smaller, mobility challenge, maybe you've had a hip or a knee replaced recently, this is going to be pretty stable for you to hop in and out of that third row. If you own one of these, let us know in the comment section below. What do you think of this stuff? How do you find the third row? That would be a nice touch here if they had it.
This is not sciatica-friendly back seats.
And that is why I will be returning to the back seats in a future episode, hopefully. Quick look here at the cargo space for us.
Let's pull out my stuff. If this is down.
Look at that. Plenty of room there, actually.
Yeah, you have plenty of room, for sure. Like, that's... I'm surprised the narrowness, just because how it bulks outside.
Yep. So third row seating up.
You don't have much room. I don't know what's under here. Oh.
Travel charger.
And a spare.
Oh, we have an actual temporary spare.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Put some granola bars back here. Charging port here. That's nice.
But if we fold those down again just to show the difference here. The way those go. That's a weekend's worth of camping gear, some luggage. Look at the size of that, yeah.
But that's a ramp. When you go here, you're coming up. Everything is uphill.
Actually, even that rear floor segment is angled upwards, isn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Thank you, camera guy James.
You're welcome.
For a fantastic
Good night.
3-row seating review. Now, it's the driver's responsibility to make sure they're using this properly. I've test driven 900 cars or something, and in 899 of those, when you put the shifter in park, that's what you do. You go from down up. In the CX-90, park is reverse and then over this way. And so on 3 occasions, while actually being in reverse with my foot hard on the brakes, James advises me I'm in reverse because the lights are still on.
And I can hear the
government mandated safety chime. Make sure that you're used to how this feels and that you don't have any near misses like we did.
Yeah.
So be very careful with it. Thank you again for the tour of the back of the CX-90.
And I'll be back.